Yeah, we close at midnight. All right. Like, hey, welcome to Sully's Pub. Just on the phone, you know. People love coming here. All right, funny thing is, right where you're sitting, I had a young rep popped in the other day. He's all slumped over the bar like someone's just canceled Christmas. It was unbelievable. Like, kind of, bartenders, we got to lift spirits. The guy looks at me and he says, Sully, every time I finally get someone on the phone, because we get a lot of salespeople in here, they hit me with a curveball. Like, what are you hearing lately? He's like, oh, the budget's frozen. Tariffs are a big issue. They already have a supplier. Just send me info. Of course, I went for the heavy stuff. I refilled his glass and I said, and I bet you probably just say, no problem. Reach back when you need a second place loser supplier. I'll be here. And he said, well, Sully, what else am I going to do? I said, I got an idea. How about you practice? He's like, practice? Like, no one's going to practice with me. I can't even get my manager to practice with me. They're always micromanage my numbers. They don't help me become a better salesperson. And I said, well, how about you go to ChatGPT? It won't nag you. He's like, you could talk to it or do you just write into it? I said, you can either write into it or you can talk to it. Watch this. We sell sales training at Precise Selling. Hey, Jude, act like a skeptical VP of sales who we're trying to sell training services to and throw me some curveballs.
Absolutely. Let's do that. All right. I'll be your skeptical VP of sales. Here we go. Well, I appreciate you bringing this training to my attention, but let me ask you, how is this really different from the dozen other training programs we've tried? We've had consultants come in before and the team just goes back to old habits. So what makes your approach actually stick? And by the way, what's the real ROI here? Because I've got to justify every dollar. And there you go. Curveball's tossed.
Unbelievable. So that is something my people will hear on a regular basis. Now you might say, well, what do they say? Well, guess what? If they didn't know what to say, they can simply go to ChatGPT and say, how can I make a perfect response to what I just heard? Then they practice, drill, and rehearse it. And every time they would hear an objection like this, they are ready to go. So, my friend, you don't have to wing it anymore. You should know what is coming out of your mouth. And when you know what's coming out of your mouth, it reduces pressure. If you're not great at writing, that's okay. Go make a friend. Right? And while he won't be able to come in and buy you a drink, he's going to make you a lot of tip money. And I know where that better go. All right. See you next week. Sully's Pub.